I know that some people think that I am Canadian citizen. I know that I was born in Canada, but my heart was born in America. When I was 5, my parents divorced. My father flew from Canada to Texas, deciding not to be a father and decided not to tie himself down in marriage anymore. But his friend invited him to a Bible study and later invited him to a Baptist church, and there my father gave his heart to Jesus Christ. And God transformed his heart. He bought a plane ticket, flew back to Canada, and be with my mother and me again. There are people who wonder if faith in Jesus is real. I can tell you, in my family, there is no doubt. Because were it not for the transformative love of Jesus, I would be raised by a single mother. Now, imagine a teenage boy growing up in Phoenix, Arizona, hearing stories from his dad who left him at the age of 5, but came back for his family by the love of Christ. A teenage boy hearing stories about how fragile liberty is, and deciding to study in the United States Constitution, learning about incredible protection we have in this country that protects the God-given liberty of every American. At the age of 18, his family business goes bankrupt. He went to get 4 jobs to help pay his way through college. He took student loans that he can't and will pay. These are my family stories. These are who we are as Americans. And yet, for many Americans, the promise of America seems more and more distant. What is the promise of America? The revolutionary idea that this country was founded upon, which is that our rights are not given to us from any man or government, but God himself. The incredible opportunity of the American dream, what has enabled millions of people from all over the world to come to America with nothing and achieve everything. That made this nation a clarion voice for freedom in the world, a shining city in a valley of darkness. And yet, so many fear that this promise is unattainable. So many fear it is slipping away from our hands. And that is why I want to be your president. Think just how different the world will be. Instead of economic stagnation, imagine booming economic growth. Imagine small business growing and expanding. Imagine young people coming out of school with many job offers. Imagine a free internet without any interference from the government. Imagine tax collectors are kept at bay. More opportunity is created. Imagine America finally becomes self-sufficient as high-paying jobs are created. About 5 years ago, the president signed Obamacare into law. Millions are forced into part-time jobs and millions have lost their health insurance. Imagine a new president signing legislation repealing everything about Obamacare. Imagine reforms made to keep the government from getting between you and health care. Imagine a simple flat tax that lets every American fill out taxes on a postcard. Imagine the IRS being shut down. Imagine a president that finally secures the borders, and imagine a legal immigration system that welcomes those who come to achieve the American dream. Imagine a federal government that works to defend the sanctity of human life and to uphold the sacrament of true marriage. Imagine a federal government that protects the Second Amendment, that protects the rights and liberties to own guns for all true American citizens. Imagine a federal government that protects the privacy of every American. Imagine embracing school choice issued of our next generation. Every child in America has a right to a quality education. Imagine a president who stands with the nation of Israel. Imagine a president who says, I will honor the Constitution and under no circumstance will Iran be allowed to acquire a nuclear weapon. A president who says we will defeat radical terrorism, who says we will defend the United States of America. Would you rather have a tyrant as a president? Would you rather have a billionaire who knows nothing about politics as a president? Would you have a dreamer who knows nothing about dreams as a president? Or would you rather have a socialist as a president? My name is Todd Cortez, and I'm honored to stand with each and every one of you as we come together to reclaim the promise of America. The hope and opportunity of our children. We stand together for liberty. Thank you, and God bless you, America.
2 for 2, I would say.